What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here, and I want to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour. I'm excited because I have a new microphone set up, so I'm in hopes that my mic sounds more clear and more crisp for you. I have a really awesome training that was planned but also unexpected at the same time because we got some fresh results in on a case study that are going to blow your mind. But first, I'm going to show you the framework. All right, so everybody is piling in the room right now. I do apologize if I sound tired. I was traveling from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Yesterday, and I mean like 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. I was in Houston having meetings, meeting with designers and whatnot for the house I am building. And geez, like I had no clue just how stressful it could be to build a house and like pick out woods and floors and all sorts of random stuff. So if you follow my Instagram, then you got to get a little sneak peek at some of that process and follow that journey. Which for me, honestly, was just quite miserable yesterday. My brain can't handle too many options. And man, there were so many options. Everybody's piling in right now. I am going to go ahead and see if I can get my webcam set up. So can everybody see me? Yes? Everybody sees me? Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, I'm waving my hands. Awesome, awesome. Cool. So I'm happy to be here. We've got an excellent training for tonight, and everyone should be able to see our welcome screen here. And you'll notice this new microphone that's kind of up in my face. I'm just trying my best to give y'all the best experience possible and get our audio on point. And on the welcome screen here on the right-hand side, you have all of my social media. So make sure that you check out my social media. Instagram is where I am the most active, and YouTube every single week. I produce and release completely free content every single Friday. So make sure that you go and subscribe to YouTube because the content that I release there, you cannot find anywhere else, all right? And then of course, all the other social media platforms. On the left-hand side, we have our recommended Shopify tools. So these are different softwares that we use in our store to optimize things. Most of you have them. If you're a new student, just go to those links that start with Profit PH and you can check them out. So you've got Interest Scout and Shipping Hero and Wheelie Opt-in. Some of these things that we just recently discussed last week can really be beneficial to optimizing your funnel. And then at the bottom left, we have our essential fulfillment apps, Pillow Profits, Shine On, and ZenDrop. So all of these links that you see on the screen are special links. So make sure that if you do go and get Pillow Profits, which is a print-on-demand app where profit margins are higher, they have a lot of done-for-you services, you use that link because they know that you are then my student and therefore will get, I'm friends with the founder of that, so you'll probably get VIP treatment and there's some free things that they give along. Same thing with Shine On, which is a print-on-demand app for custom jewelry, which is epic. And those that used it during this past Mother's Day, by the way, happy belated Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Thank you for all that you do. They probably crushed it because jewelry sells like straight fire for Mother's Day. And then ZenDrop is a turnkey replacement for AliExpress that allows you to bypass, this is at the bottom left now, just so you know, under Essential Fulfillment Apps, allows you to bypass all the mess that comes with AliExpress and automate everything. So we use ZenDrop a pretty good bit. All right, so that's our home screen. Now, if you are brand new to the Profit Power Hour series, let me tell you something. I've been doing this since 2015. Every week, I never miss it, no matter what. Even if I'm sick, I've actually done a Profit Power Hour from the floor. When I messed up my back, I picked something up, a weight set, the wrong way, like 2 years ago. And I was like literally like on the floor for like 5 hours. And I employed my brother's help and we did the Profit Power Hour from the floor. So like your boy does not miss this webinar because I know that you're counting on me to be there for you every Tuesday at 9 p.m. And essentially what we do is we go over what's working in the market right now, what you should be selling right now, niches that are profiting right now, new Facebook marketing strategies that are working right now for complete beginners, complete newbies, and advanced marketers. We have people that have never made a sale and are coming here to learn how to make their first sale, all the way to people that are doing 7 figures on the Profit Power Hour. So a very great diverse group of beginners and I would say experts that come on here to learn every week. If you don't yet have your Shopify store, then make sure that you go to shopify.com/Adrian Morrison. This is a special page that Shopify uses to track my students. So Shopify watches me and they watch my students, and they sometimes they do special things for my students, and they just keep me in check. They want to make sure that the teaching I'm putting out there is legitimate. That's why I'm a verified, endorsed Shopify Commerce Coach. And it's because they can see the people I refer to Shopify are people that actually use it and actually make money with it. So that is important. So go there and make sure you start your store at shopify.com/Adrian Morrison. And you'll be tagged to me. All right, so now that we've gotten through there, the last little thing I'm going to show you before we start tonight's training, as people are still piling in, it's amazing how people just like flood in the first couple of seconds, and then over the next 10 minutes or so, the last bit of space trickles through. If you are new, again, you will have access to your Access Adrian members portal. This is a members portal that all of my members get access to. And whatever courses or softwares you've purchased or you're enrolled in, they're going to be in here. And then things that I have that maybe you're not a member of or have not enrolled in or purchased, those will be under available courses and software. So, but what I want to show this to you for, and I do this every week for those that are new, is if you go under my courses and software and you click on Profit Power Hour, that's going to open up a completely free done for you members area where you can click on webinar replays, 2021 replays, and you can watch every single training that we do every week. And if you're new to my webinar series, I always recommend going back and watching the last 2 weeks and then hovering your mouse over my profile photo right there where it says 24,300 subscribers and hit subscribe. That way, when I put out new content in the future on YouTube, you'll be able to access that and you'll get notified of it, and you'll be able to see it. But this is all put in here in order in this free members area, and you can literally go through and watch what we did last week and the week before. And again, if you're new, sometimes if you might be coming in as a newbie and we're like on the 3rd week of like a boot camp or a case study or whatever. So just make sure you go back and you watch the last 1 or 2 weeks, and that should get you back on point. All right, so that's taken care of. Now let's talk about what we're gonna do today. All right, I'm gonna show y'all something like super sick. I mean, this is awesome. All right, so we've been talking about launching this marketing funnel. All right, so I've shown y'all how to set up ads, the targeting. We've chosen products. Again, if you're new, then you go back, watch the replays. You could see all that. Like, you can speed them up, put them on 2x speed, and catch up very, very quickly. But essentially, what we did is we did, in fact, launch a campaign for a viral product. It is a plush, calming pet bed, and regardless as if you like dogs or you're interested in the pet niche or cats or whatever, it's quite irrelevant because we're all here to make money. If you want to, get the, feel goods about something you're passionate at, then you can go to a, seminar where they play techno music and pump everybody up and everybody jumps around excited and then goes home and does nothing. If you want to make money, then, you start marketing what people want and you profit handsomely from doing so. and then you have profits to go enjoy your passions. Does that make sense? Right? That's like literally one of the #1 rules to marketing is, you should be marketing what the people want, not what you think is really awesome, because those don't always align. And this plush pet bed has been killing it. I think I still have the product report put up. Yeah, I mean, this plush pet bed here that we started selling is a product that on other outlets is doing upwards of $93,000 a month in sales. So the thing is we know this is hitting. We've gone over everything. It's trending right now. I've written out the ads for you, so if you're new, you'll be able to download this product report here, and you can go back and catch up. We've got the ads written for you. We've got the keywords and targeting, and everything is just essentially it's set up for you, and that's one of the benefits, the big benefit of being on this webinar. But before we dive into all that, okay, I want you to jump over to our Profit Power Hour group. Tell everybody that they need to get on right now, because I'm about to show y'all a strategy that I've been personally using for years, but I've only talked about once before on this webinar. And that was like in 2016 or so. And I wanted to put this strategy to the test. And so what I did is I took one of our students with whom I know is doing things and is taking action every week, and I said, yo, do this, all right? Beta test this, and let's see if it works for you like it's worked for me. And this one student has done over $16,185 in extra profitable sales, implementing this one teeny tiny simple strategy to their sales funnel. And so if you go to our Facebook group right now and you tell everybody jump on the webinar, because Adrian's going to be showing us this strategy that made another one of our mystery students, and I'll reveal who that is at some point, another $16,000 in sales, just by literally clicking 5 buttons. Then it was maybe 5 or 6 buttons, nothing fancy, nothing ninja, to hop on the webinar. So Adrian's showing us a strategy that one student beta tested and earned over $16,185 in extra profitable sales. Tell everybody to hop on the webinar right now, get the couple of last spots that are available, and we're going to start going through the sales funnel. And essentially, right now I'm sure that so many of you are going into this amazing Facebook group and you are posting, telling everybody to join. We have 18,500 beautiful members, and such an amazing group of people. So thank you all so much for being in there. And if you're not in there, go to the URL that you saw at the bottom of this this Google Doc, facebook.com/group/profitph, and request to join. Get in the group, because you're missing out if you're not in this group. All right, and we're going to give away $100 at the end of the webinar. All right, so last week what we did is we drew out a crazy funnel. It's actually not crazy, it's very basic. And we launched some ads for this calming dog bed. All right, that's what we did. We launched some ads for this dog bed. We got this bed from Zendrop. So Zendrop is that platform I told you at the beginning. You can go to profitph.com/ what was it? Profitph.com/ Zendrop. All right, that's easy. Profitph.com/Zendrop, and you're tagged as me. You get some special goodies from them. They know you're my student, which is very beneficial to you and beneficial to me. So go there and get Zendrop, and you can get this product on AliExpress as well, but we fulfill it from Zendrop, which is essentially a drop shipping company that is in the US. All right, so we know we launched this, and here's the thing is, we're targeting different groups of people. We're trying to decipher are people that are interested in dog rescues, magazines, websites, very precise interest. Are they buying our product? So we won't go through that. We did that last week, so go back and watch last week's replay. But this is essentially what a very simple, very simplified funnel looks like, and I will put this on a PDF for you all for free, and I'll include that in tomorrow's email. So make sure that you always open up my emails, because I will give you a free PDF of this. Okay, so the way this funnel works is you have your ad, right? And that ad is promoting this calming pet bed. And just for reference, the ads that we launched look like this. It has the picture of the pup, and the pup is on the pet bed, and we're testing, gray versus pink. This is what it looks like. And over here on this doc that we have, there's a couple of different versions of the ad, so y'all could see what we wrote on Facebook. Calming cuddler bed, introducing the fluffiest, gumpiest pet bed ever. And we wrote one that's a calming pet bed. Did you know that 1 in 4 pets experience anxiety? Go back, watch the replays of the PPH from previous weeks, and you'll understand why we're choosing to call this a calming pet bed, and why it's listed, why this is listed on our Shopify store as a calming bed, right? All that's there, it's ready for you. All you have to do is go back and watch those replays. So to the good stuff, this is what happens. We deploy and we launch a Facebook ad, right? So we're targeting people that are interested in dogs, right? I mean, clearly, these are people that are interested in dogs. These are groups of people that we found on Facebook through targeting. Again, if you're new, go back, watch the replays. All this is there. I flat out give you the targeting. I'm talking about 7 figures worth of targeting. I give it to you for free. And anyways, we launched some Facebook ads, a couple of different variations of it, and we send people to our sales page, right? And then when people get to our sales page, they can place an order. They can hit buy now, place their order, and they become a buyer. And last week, what we did is we drew out this funnel, and I tried to show you some other profit points in this funnel where you could, increase the amount of profits that you generate. So when somebody gets to your sales page, so for example here, let's just say that they were on this page, just, so I don't have to search for the pet bed. But let's just say that they were on this page right here. And okay, well, this is a great example. So they're on this page right here, and they're about to leave the page. One thing that we do is we pop up the spin a wheel. I went over this last week. We offer them a prize in exchange for their email address, or a discount in exchange for their email address. So that's what is implemented right here on the sales page. We have a way that we can capture customer emails, right, and give them discounts that will lead to a additional purchase. And we also have something called cross sales. Now, coming back over here, many people they'll say, you know what, I don't want to play the game, but up to 21% of the people that we have hit our store do want to give us their email in exchange to spin the wheel, because it's fun. That's one way to capture emails and get some extra money. The second thing that we do is we have cross sales down here. Oh, you're looking at these doggy life jackets? Well, check out this LED doggy harness, or this tactical dog harness, or this dog jewelry. So what we'll do is we will cross sell other similar products to that niche. And this is yet another way that we're able to create some additional sales right here. And then, of course, when people buy, once they buy or they go to add to cart, they will drop on your email list. So when a person comes in and they buy something, they drop on your email list. And now what you're able to do is you're able to deploy emails to these new customers that you have. And these emails will in turn generate more sales for you, right? So you have this email list and you start deploying emails to them. And when I say deploy, I mean, every week you'll send out some emails to them, and those emails will end up converting into sales and customers. I'm trying to find my little money sign. There we go. Okay. And so we'll send out an email every single week. Now, this is not new to anybody that's a student of mine. I've been really preaching about, emails, sending multiple emails a week. And this is how you take one buyer and turn them into a customer that purchases over and over and over and over and over again, right? So yeah, that's one way to build a successful long-term business. And that's what we did last week. But, what if I told you that there was a way to get a customer when they're hot and ready to go? Their wallet's out, they're buying products from your store, and they trust you. What if I told you that there was just a couple of extra little buttons that you could press that would get that customer to spend more money and immediately get them to buy more products? And I'm not talking about a traditional upsell. You see, before I mess up my fancy funnel here, because I'm going to give you all this this for free, I just want to come back over here and I want to draw out for you what is called the typical upsell process. How most people, including myself, run a profitable funnel, but how I'm doing things and have been doing things quite differently than everyone else in the past. Okay, so typically, what happens here, and I'm going to draw this out and I'll make it big so everybody can see it, and just for the sake of making sure the screen and everything is viewable by everyone, I'm just going to quickly double check everything. Okay, everybody could see this. So just type in a 3 if you can see this. My notepad here, my team will check that and they'll make sure everything is good to go. So a sales funnel happens at a couple of steps, and even some of my veterans on here, like what you're about to see is something you've never seen before. Again, I beta tested this and this made another one of the members of this group. Let me just quickly, I want to make sure my numbers is correct. 16,185 extra dollars that it would have never made if this member slash student did not follow this strategy. So imagine having one conversation with me and me telling you to do something, press a couple of buttons, and then looking back and realizing that one conversation and that one strategy put additional $16,185 in your pocket. That's pretty mind-blowing, right? Now, I've had many conversations like that with people that I've spoken to at masterminds where they said one thing to me and I implemented it, and all of a sudden it put tens of thousands of extra dollars in pure profit into my bank account. And no, it's not magic. What it's called is marketing. And there are tips and tricks and strategies and tactics that you can use as a marketer to make more money. And so what I want to do is I want to show you, and for me, it's made me a lot more than this, but for a student. All right, so I just want you to understand that this is an active student in our community, and this funnel, right? So this is going to say student beta test did $16,185, and I should say free sales. Okay, so this student beta test that I did, and it was really just kind of off the cuff, but I was like, yo, like we're speaking, so what can we, let's test something out. It created for the student $16,185 in additional sales. So it's very important that you understand that these are not my results. They're an actual student's result that just listened to what I said and did what I recommended. And it's because I have experience and I've been there and I've done that and I know a lot of these strategies, right? And so the goal, right? Your goal is to get a customer, right? Is to, whoops, acquire a customer, and then it's to, I should say, squeeze more profit. Okay. So your number one goal when you're getting started is to acquire, right? No, the number one thing that you want to do is you just simply want to get the customer through the door. You want to acquire the customer and you want to get them to buy something, right? But then what you want to do is once you acquire that customer, you need to squeeze more sales from that customer, as many sales as you can, and that's why we have sales funnels, right? We did this earlier a couple weeks ago. I drew an image, similar to this. We want to squeeze more money from this acquisition, this customer acquisition. And we do this through something that's called a funnel. So this is done via a funnel. All right. So this is done via a funnel. And when you do this, the result, right, that it creates is astonishing. It could create tens of thousands of extra dollars for your business. And so now that we understand that your goal isn't just to acquire a customer, it is also to squeeze your profits, right? To squeeze profits, more profit, all right, from that customer as they come through your sales funnel on your e-commerce store. But what most people do is they don't, right? Most people, they just acquire the customer, right? Most people just simply focus on this sale right here that I'm circling. That's what they focus on. What they're not focusing on is this sale and this sale and this sale. And they're not focused on taking that one single customer and turning them to a customer that pays dividends, right? That continues to pay for more stuff. So one customer, right, equals tons of sales. Got it? All right, that's the key. Now, let's go over the basic way that this is done because, I like to show you the basic way. So the basic way that most people do this is they will, of course, they will launch an ad. Okay, so this is our Facebook ad. Okay, and that ad, y'all have seen me draw this 1,000 times. That ad will go to a sales page. Okay, so that ad is going to go to your sales page, right? And then there's going to be a buy button on the sales page. Okay, and when somebody clicks on that buy button, it's going to send them to a order page. My strategy has not come in yet, okay? So it's going to be a order page. All right, and this order page essentially is going to ask them for their, name, their number, their credit card number, so on and so forth. And once they put in their credit card information, right, they end up on the thank you page. Where they get the receipt. All right, so this is going to be the, this is going to be the thank you page. All right, awesome. So now that we have people coming through our sales funnel, making us money. What happens is this is all people focus on. Remember, this is basic, okay? So this is the basic way, all right? This is the basic way of running a sales funnel. And that is being short-sighted. That is trying to just sell the product that is in this ad. This product that you're selling in your ad is nothing more than a magnet. All right, that's really what this is. This is a magnet for customers. So whatever product is in your ad needs to kind of be, viral. It needs to be something that is hot. It needs to be something that has that wow factor. It needs to be something that really touches on someone's passion. Yeah, right. That's the stuff that creates, right, the magnet for people to then go through the sales funnel and lead up to a sale, right? That's what our magnet does. And so I'll just, highlight this in purple here so we could see that, you need a viral, hot, wow factor, passion product that acts as a magnet, because that's what's going to get this one customer here, right? That's this guy, this customer to roll through and click on your ad, right? This customer here, this guy, and give you his money, right? He's excited. He or she is excited because they have money and they saw a viral, hot, wow factor product, and so they clicked on your ad. They said, "Yo, I definitely got to buy whatever this product is on your sales page," and then that leads to a sale. And most marketers, what they do is they rinse and they repeat. This funnel that you see right here is their goal is to get more of this guy, right? More of this guy right here, our customer in yellow, to that ad. My goal is not to get more of that person to my ad. That's not always my main focus. My main focus is, once I get this person to my ad, how do I get more money from them? How do I get more money spent on my site from them? And so that's why last week I went over this and I was showing y'all, wheelie opt-in and how we grab emails and give them discounts and get them to spend more money because they have a good deal. But what we found is that there is a kind of like it's not, I shouldn't say avoided, it's a unknown, very little used strategy and tactic that I implemented on my store, and I had one of our students implement on his store that did for him $16,000 extra in sales. And that was pure profit in terms of not product costs, but no ad costs, right? Because it's sales he would have never gotten otherwise. It was getting this one customer to spend more money instead of this customer to buy that one single product that you were selling, right? The strategy, it changes from I'm trying to get people to just buy this notebook here, and I got to sell as many of these notebooks as I can because this is my money, this is my profit. And if you're focused on this, then you're going to get burnt out. You're going to be less profitable, and your goal should be like, what do I couple with this notebook? This notebook is sick, right? So this is going to get a lot of people to come in because they're going to want to buy this notebook, because I'm targeting people that are obsessed with owls and obsessed with journaling, right? And so they're going to want this notebook. But then what we're going to do is immediately we're going to focus on what can we additionally get them to purchase while they are here? While they're here and they're shopping, what can we get them to purchase? Now, last week, we talked about upsells. And even here on this webinar, we talked about upsells. We talked about, making sure that when somebody is on this sales page here, let me just say, we'll do this in purple, okay? When somebody's on the sales page here, how can we sell them more products, right? So while they're adding this product to the shopping cart, one thing we can do is we can have what's called a pop-up upsell. We can have some cross sells, and we can have an email capture. And that email is going to send people to a list, and that email is going to, inevitably long-term make us more money. So most people are focused before you ever get the sale on how to interrupt people in hopes of converting those people, right? Now, I want you to imagine something before I talk to you about this strategy, okay? I want you to imagine something really quick. Let's imagine that you're casually browsing through the mall, right? Or department store or whatever. And you see something that's on a shelf, right? And you're like, I like that. And let's just say that it is, well, I've just got this notepad on my desk. Say it's this notepad. So let's pretend that I reach out, I go, oh, this is a nice notepad. And I pick this notepad up, and I'm in an aisle in a department store, and all of a sudden, a sales rep jumps out and goes, hey, would you like to, I saw you picked up this notepad, but would you like to add the pin set and the calendar and all these other things to your shopping cart? Here, let me just throw it in there for you. You'd be like, what the heck are you doing, dude? Leave me alone, right? They interrupt you before you ever make the purchase. And when you annoy somebody before they make the purchase, if it's not the sweetest upsell in the world, it's probably going to tick them off, and upsells can work against you. If you have the wrong upsell on your sales page, it will tick people off and will drive them away from your store, and it will actually cost you the sale. So that is what is called a pre-purchase upsell. Now, I use Optimize Upsell to avoid that problem. I showed it to you last week. Optimize Upsell has made our students an immense of additional sales, and it's designed to help you avoid part of that problem. But let's just say somebody goes through your sales funnel and they purchase your product, maybe they throw the upsell in there. An upsell would be, let's see if I can just pull one up real quick. Let's just say that they're buying this OWL notepad, similar to this one right here, and they hit add to cart. This right here would be a pre-purchase upsell, and it's awesome and it works, but it also can sometimes kill a sale if it's not the right product. Additionally, an upsell like this, people won't always take it, right? They'll, yeah, I'm just trying to get through here. I don't want to buy all this stuff. I just want to buy this, so I'm not interested. And then they move through their shopping cart and they make their purchase, and they and this is not really a Black Friday sale. It's May. This is just a sample site. But anyways, and they go make their purchase, right? As simple as that. Well, you don't really at that point say, okay, that's it. Then I guess they're just not going to buy anything else. It just wasn't the right time, right? At that given moment in time, they were focused on how do I get this product right here, not how do I get anything else. So what we started doing is we started offering something that is called a post-purchase upsell. But it's not what you're thinking. I know that there are some apps out there that do one-click post-purchase upsells, which are actually integrated wise, a little bit newer to Shopify. And sometimes, again, those can, for whatever reason, just suck. And then sometimes they can make you a boatload of extra money. But I wanted to do something that was different. It wasn't a one-click upsell. It wasn't what everyone else was doing. What I wanted to do was, instead of optimizing here where everybody else optimizes, and including myself, right? This is everyone else's main focus that's a smart marketer. So there's nothing wrong with optimizing here on this page, but I wanted to do it a little bit different. I said, what happens if I shift my focus to this page right here, this thank you page that everyone is on? So that would be this page that I just circled in green. We're talking about this one, okay? What happens if I put all of my focus right here? Once they've purchased something from me and they're excited about their product, right? What can I do on this page to make them then spend more money? In other words, come over here and make them buy a couple of other products, not just one product, but a couple of other products in a way that no one else, I've never really seen anyone else do it. So how can I achieve that? So I'm just going to put these in little green highlights. And it's not about getting them to sell getting them to buy one more product. It's about getting them to buy a couple of additional items and double or triple our profits, right? So really what we're trying to do here is we are trying to 2x to 3x our profits, okay? That's really what the goal is here, is to 2 to 3x our profits by optimizing this thank you page. And I guess what happens is on this journey, when a customer clicks that magnetic product here, they get to your store and they are going to shop around and they are going to see some other products, but not everybody is just swimming in money. They can't just buy everything. So let's go back to another example. Have you ever been to a department store, or any type of store for that matter, and seen a couple of things that you wanted? Maybe it was 2 different jackets. Maybe you saw a leather jacket that you really loved, but it was pretty expensive. And you saw a cotton jacket that you loved, but it wasn't as expensive. And so you see, you know what? I really want a jacket. I'm going to forego that leather jacket. I'm going to get this this cotton one because it's $100 cheaper. Okay. How many of you have ever done something similar to that? You've seen multiple items that you wanted, but it wasn't in the budget to buy them both, so you had to choose, be it the more expensive one or the less expensive one. And oftentimes, it's, I don't know statistically speaking, but oftentimes it's the least expensive product. And so my question to you is, what would happen if, as soon as you went up to the shopping cart, or you went up to the cashier and you purchased your product, and they're like, yo, I saw you looking at the leather jacket, and I saw you looking at a couple of other items in the store as well. And because you just purchased this, because you are a customer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a discount for the next whatever, the next hour, the next 10 minutes, whatever it is. Ideally, something like the next 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to give you a hot discount, and you can go back and you can pick up that jacket you wanted, and you can save 20% off of it right now, or 10% or 30%. And while you're at it, you can also pick up, that backpack that you were looking at, or that T-shirt you were looking at, and you could just essentially go on a discounted shopping spree. So what we do is we send people, once they get to the thank you page here, right? This, let me just do it in, we'll do it in orange. What we do is, when they get to this thank you page, we will send people back to the website, and we will send them on what is called a discounted shopping spree. Now, if you've ever seen a shopping spree, then you've probably noticed that, like, when people are going through a shopping spree on television or whatever it may be, you've probably seen that they get their buggy and there's a timer that's counting down, and man, they're just like, they're going crazy through the different aisles. Their buggies flipping over, they're tripping, they're just getting all this stuff in their cart. Because when you know that you can save an unusual amount of money, you buy more than you need, because by human nature, we're greedy that way. When we find out that we can get something for way less than we typically could get it for, we always want more than we need, right? And so we buy more. There's that mental, psychological justification there. And so what we're doing is we are sending people on a what's called a time based, all right, discounted shopping spree once they become a buyer. So the clock, all right, is ticking, and it's a reward. You've just been selected to go on this shopping spree in our store and get everything at a 20% discount or whatever it may be. And this creates a beautiful thing called FOMO. Now, FOMO is fear of missing out. All right. The fear of missing out. FOMO is single-handedly responsible for billions of dollars in sales. Just billions, more than I could count, more than I could statistically say. FOMO, fear of missing out, compared or paired with urgency, will create higher profits. And so what we did is, in this new, I shouldn't say new, but battle tested strategy, is we take our buyers, right? Our buyers here, once they buy that one thing, that magnetic product, we don't interrupt them, we don't get in their way, we don't annoy them, we let them buy. And once they've purchased, we optimize. We squeeze the profits from this acquisition, this customer acquisition, from our, from the sale. So this means that we could send them back and in turn get them to come back literally immediately and buy more stuff. They might buy 2 items, 3 items, 4 items, 5 items, who knows? It's a reward. It's not presented as an upsell, so it feels different. It's like you go up to the cash register and you make a purchase, you buy that jacket, and man, I really wish I could have got some of that other stuff, but maybe later, maybe it'll go on sale, whatever. I'll come back for the fall sale, Black Friday, whatever. And the cash register is like, dude, you just qualified, literally, you just got selected for a discounted shopping spree. So in the next 10 minutes, you can go pick up anything you want and we'll immediately give you 30% off, or we'll immediately give you 10% off, but that's only for the next 10 minutes. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna say, well, yeah, I appreciate that, but I'm good? Or are you gonna be like, well, I didn't see anything else I wanted maybe, but I'm gonna go check. Like if I got a couple of minutes to save 20%, 30%, 10%, whatever it is, like I'm gonna go look, I'm gonna try to find something I might want because I'm gonna save money off of it. So even if you didn't see something that you wanted, you're probably going to go back and look just in case. Literally, you're using marketing and psychology to push people to go back and buy stuff that they weren't even going to buy, because we know that if people can save money, they will spend money. People, write this down. I've said this before, and we'll write it down together. And I'll show you how to implement the strategy in another case study. But this is important right here, okay? So write this down. This is a profit tip, okay? So profit tip of the night is people will spend money to save money. How does that work? People will spend money. Come on, bruh. You got this. Come on. Spend money to save money. How does that work? How is spending money saving money? I don't know. But if people think that by spending money now, they can save money later, they will spend money now so they can save money later, right? And so that's what this profit tip is about right here is that mindset of, hey, you have a short period of time. If you spend more money, you'll save more. You'll save some money that you know you're probably going to spend later. So why would you wait till later and spend more money when right now you could just go ahead and do the inevitable, but do it for cheaper, right? So that's what this funnel here is designed to do. It's designed not just to acquire a customer, but it's designed to squeeze more profit from the acquisition via a funnel, right? A way to get customers to buy more products. And the way that we do that is we use a strategy that gives us a time base that lets the customer go on the journey of a time-based, meaning there's a countdown clock, a time-based discounted shopping spree, right? So a time-based discounted shopping spree. And this creates FOMO and it creates urgency. And this will get that customer, once they buy something, they literally have already purchased from you, it will get that customer to come back to your website immediately. So when they get their receipt, there will be a button. I'll do this one in red. So when they get their receipt on their thank you page, there will be essentially a shopping spree button. People love shopping sprees. So there will be a shopping spree button on that page, okay? And it will literally count down a clock and it will give them whatever discount we want, and it will drive them back to your sales page, back to your website to then shop for multiple products. Remember, when they click your Facebook ad, they're literally just buying that magnetic product that's viral, that's hot, that's that wow factor. But this is actually getting that customer, after they purchase that product, to come back and fill their cart full of more items, fill their cart full of other things that they didn't even come to the website to buy, just because they're able to go on a shopping spree, just because they're able to profit. Now, this week I'm teaching you the framework of how to do this. And yes, obviously there is a strategy that you have to implement that doesn't require coding. It requires a little app. And the app is not expensive. The app isn't hundreds of dollars or anything like that. And again, I went through this and I showed it to one of our members that I know as a go-getter. And I said, beta test this. I mean, it's made me a ridiculous amount of money, but beta test this. Throw this on your store, click these couple of buttons, and let's see what the results are. And he came back to me literally in the next 24 to 48 hours, like, dude, I'm already getting sales from this. And then I did a checkup with him earlier this week, and I was like, how much are you at now? It's kind of like fun. Like, how much have you made now? How much is it up to now? And this person is up to $16,185 in sales. So what is that worth as that accumulates and it snowballs and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger? And what if I told you that literally for less than the price of dinner for two, you can implement this on your website. You can implement it and fully automate it and never touch it again. Actually, for less than a dinner for one person. So I'll reveal that next week. Again, it's not an app that is free. It's an app that does cost a little bit of money. We're talking about like, $20 or something like that. So it's just something plug and play, leave it there, and let it make you more money from customers by sending them on a discounted shopping spree. And if you put this there, then it's proven every single time I've done it, every single time I've seen a student that I've worked with use it. It's just created an immense amount of additional sales, which can then make or break your profitability and take your business to the next level. So next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full demo now that we've drawn out the funnel, and I'm going to show you how you can implement this in less than 5 minutes to your store with a simple little tool, and let it fully automate itself and never have to worry about it again. So how many of you in here are excited about that? Say yes, 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 right? And you know what? You don't have to have it. If you don't want to do it, it's not a big deal. You can, forego the optimization and just literally sell the main product and use some of these other strategies, and they all work. They're all great. Very few people implement this strategy, but this is what sets myself and a few other people apart from the rest of the marketers out there. Is we think differently, we do things differently, we go against the grain. When everybody else is doing a certain type of upsell, I go do the opposite. I think about how can I reframe this, right? When everybody else is using one app that all looks the same, and you go to every website and every website looks the same, I think to myself, how can I look different and how can I be unique? Because that's what's going to help me with my conversion rates and my branding. So I'll show this to you next week. I know that this looks kind of crazy here. It's going to blow your mind when I show this to you and you see that legitimately in 5 minutes, everything that's on the screen is fully automated. And as you get sales, you can immediately give your new customer FOMO and send them on a discounted shopping spree where they have just a short period of time to fill their cart with additional items and get a discount and check out again. It's really cool. It's so cool. But I will show that to you next week. I like to teach you the framework for things first and then give you the option to implement those on your store. So that's it for tonight. What we're going to do is we are going to go and give away $100 in the Facebook group. So I am going to go live this week in the Facebook group. I haven't been live in a couple of weeks. It's just been a little crazy. The app's been funky. And I'm gonna give away $100 and that'll be fun. So just make sure that you go to our Facebook group at facebook.com/profitph or facebook.com/group/profitph. And or you can go to my Facebook fan page, which is just facebook.com Adrian Morrison official. All right, you gotta put the official at the end. You'll see that blue check mark. And I'll be going live, and I'll just say what's up to everybody. I'll give away $100. Remember, next week, right here, same place, same time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the exact strategy and tool that I'm using. That is a self-developed tool, so it's not anywhere on the Shopify app store, anything like that. I like to keep my things private to myself and to my community. There's a lot of tools I use y'all don't even know about yet. I kind of like, as they perfect, I show them to you. But next week here on the Profit Power Hour, I'll be going through this entire case study with you, showing you how to implement it. And before you go to bed next Tuesday, you can have this implemented on your store and automated. And literally the next day, some of you, if you're getting sales, could be seeing additional sales on your store that cost you no extra money, but create extra profit for you. So it's going to be awesome. And if I wasn't so tired, I'd probably seem more excited about it. But I'm not used to waking up at 6 in the morning like I did yesterday. So I'm still catching up. And just remember this, you may not use all the strategies that I teach on these webinars. I teach one every Tuesday night, but make sure that you always show up, because these webinars educate, they motivate, they're accountability. So you need to hold yourself accountable, and you need to have an accountability partner, that's me, in this group, to make sure that every week you're implementing. You got to implement something. It doesn't have to be what I teach, but you have to implement something. And if you're on here every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. with me, then you're going to be motivated, you're going to be excited, you're going to learn something new, and you're going to take action. Because sometimes that one moment where you decide to just implement one teeny tiny little thing on in your business, instead of watching TV or going to bed, that's that defining moment of your entire career, of your entire business, that pops it off and takes it to the next level. When I started my business, I was on family vacation, and my entire family was on the beach. When I started my e-commerce store in early 2015, my entire family was on the beach. We were there for our 1 week family vacation, because we would go once 1 week per year. And I got a text message on my phone, and I was one of my friends was like, Adrian, we just discovered this whole Shopify thing and we're killing it. You need to go set one up. Now I'm sitting on the beach with my family and I'm relaxing. I'm looking at the waves. I'm only here for a couple of days a year. At that point, now I'm there a lot, but I'm only here for a couple of days a year. And I had to make a choice. I had to make a choice to seize the moment. Have you ever heard of Carpe Diem? Seize the moment, and potentially profit big, or kick back and relax on the beach. So you know what I did? You probably guessed it. I got my butt out of the layout chair on the beach. I left my family on the beach, and I went up to our little condo, opened up my laptop, and I started my very first Shopify store. Didn't know what the heck I was doing, didn't have a mentor, didn't have a course, didn't have a guide. My site sucked, it was ugly. I had like 1 or 2 products on it, but I launched it. I've launched my store. And my very first day, I think I did $60 in sales when I launched my store. My first month, I did about $60,000 in sales. And if I hadn't taken that moment, right, where my friends motivated me and said, do this, implement this right now, if I hadn't listened to them and I hadn't said, I'll do it later, my life could be very different right now. I might not even be here teaching you Shopify, right? The moment may have passed. So that's why you always want to seize the moment. When you learn something new, don't put it off and procrastinate and say, I'll do it later, because later never comes. Do it right here, right now. What do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose, but so much to gain, right? The real loss comes from not implementing things and not executing. That's where the loss is. So by being here every Tuesday night, I will motivate you to seize the moment. I will motivate you to seize the day. I will motivate you to implement things that are simple, and I will teach you, and I'll take you by the hand each week, and I'll show you step by step by step how it's done. And I'll be here for you every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. with open arms. Again, if nobody believes in you, nobody thinks that you could do this stuff, I'm not here to say you're going to make $1 billion. I'm here to say, let's make your first dollar. I'm here to say, let's make your first 10 sales, and let's go from there. And if you're one of my long-term students, you already know, you're probably already making a boatload of sales. You've been on this journey, so you get it. But if you're new, what's different about me than I think most everyone else that you'll see out there is that I always show up. I never disappear. I always show up on these free webinars, and I teach you everything that I can, and show you everything that I can. And I don't charge a dime for these webinars. And so just make sure that you're here. There's only 1,000 seats and they get full, and there's 20,000 people, 24,000 people registered for this webinar. So show up on time, and if you show up, I will be here waiting for you, ready to help you get started, to optimize, to scale, and hopefully change your life with e-commerce, just like it's changed mine and so many others. And next week, I will be showing you how one single student took the strategy that I showed you tonight, implemented it, and did $16,185 in sales. I'll show you their sales, okay? And I will show you how to implement the strategy. So that's it for tonight. I love you all. I hope that you enjoyed the webinar. I believe in you, but you got to believe in yourself, right? So wake up tomorrow and say, I am going to get started. Go get your Shopify store if you don't have one. Go to shopify.com/Adrian Morrison up there at the top, and become a student of Shopify under my link. So Shopify can hold me accountable for the training that I do for you, right? They watch the stores that sign up through my link at shopify.com/Adrian Morrison. They can see you're my student. So go there, get started. I'll see you next week, same place, same time, right here on the Profit Power Hour for more epic training. And we'll go over the $16,000 case study. And I'll show you how to implement it with one simple tool that just takes a couple of teeny tiny little clicks that could change the game for you. All right, so that's it. Go into the Facebook group. I'll see you there. We'll give away $100. All right, good night, y'all.